in my presence. Only in the my dudes will come and put shots through your body. Bullets will.
Your name, sir, and where you from, and what it is you do.
Well, my name is Monroe Jr. I'm 1/4, well I gotta say 1/5 now because we got another member, part of XP Music, the CEO of XP Music, production company that's been around St. Louis and other places for about the past, I say 10+ years. Been doing a lot of recording, been doing a lot of artist development. Ran a studio for a while in St. Louis. Moved to LA for a while, came back home, to work with, local people more, people from my city. But yeah, I'm a producer, engineer, songwriter a little bit. Just, overall, just a good person. I try to be anyway. Definitely a God-fearing man, vegetarian. I don't know what else I can add.
So,
Definitely my dad. I remember just being little, growing up, just watching him in the studio whenever he was in town, because he's always out of town. If For people that don't know, he's a front of house engineer. He was with Kool and the Gang for like 10 years. He worked with the Ozzy Brothers. He was with the Jacksons for a few years. He's worked with several people. But I started off just watching him. Just being around the studio with him, and then he started to leave a lot, and it was like if I wanted to figure this out, working in the studio, I kind of had to, you know, had to figure it out on my own, and so I just started like picking it up. I had a friend named Mike Wayne that was a rapper, and he used to always try to get into the studio with my dad. My dad was recording him back then before I started, and he used to always try to get in the studio, so I used to go to the sessions with him. He the one that I gotta definitely credit Mike Wayne too. He was the one that kind of got me serious about making music. So yeah, I started like rapping with him at first, just being in the studio recording, trying to figure out what we wanted to do with this music stuff. I knew I had music in me, I just didn't really know what part of it I was gonna do. But that's kind of how I started. I started off rapping, and then I went to doing the production, and then engineering, and then mixing, which I do now, which I'm actually doing now. I'm editing some vocals.
who you working on now?
The lovely Truth, one of my new favorite people.
Truth, do it. Hey, hey.
Y'all gonna see a lot of her soon. Y'all definitely gonna see a lot of her soon. She doing real big things. I definitely see her having a lot of longevity. And I've worked with a lot of people. You can tell right off the bat who got it. You know what I'm saying? And who need some people need work to get it. Some people already got it. She already got it. So I'm vouching for her.
All right.
So I'm vouching for her.
All right. So who was the actual first artist that you really pushed as far as being a total producer for?
First artist that I actually first person that ever bought from me was a good friend of mine, a good friend of the family named KP. I was 16 years old. He bought the very first beat I ever sold.
Okay.
He believed in me before a lot of people did. I went on after that. I went on to work with Just Black and Gucci O. They had a group called the All Stars. I did a song for them that was kind of big a little while ago called So Serious. That's one of my first big records that I did. And it kind of like everything kind of started from there. Like after I did that record, they kind of got a little situation with Universal. Then I started working with Tarboy, with the Track Boys. And, we worked on some records for Ebony Eyes album. I got a couple joints on that album because of them. My uncle Floyd, he definitely helped. He definitely helped with that. He was up here a little earlier. He'll probably be back, but yeah. But yeah, that's kind of where it all started for me anyway. As far as getting placements and working with artists, the All Stars was like one of the first KP and then the All Stars is one of the first main groups that I work with.
So you said that 16 is when that first went down.
Yeah,
So
16 is when I sold my first beat around 16. 18 is when stuff started really. There was a gap between KP and the All Stars. Working with KP and then working with the All Stars. There's a little gap. 18 was around the time So Serious came out, and that really started going crazy. You remember that? You remember So Serious?
Oh, indeed.
Okay. Yeah.
Indeed.
That's what's up.
That record was popping. So.
Yeah, but from there, I worked with there was a good friend of mine. He's like my brother for real, Jay Mars. I did a lot of records for him. Me and the fam, XP Music. We did a lot of records with them. With Quit Playing, they had Future signed for a little while when he was in St. Louis, so I recorded like Future on probably 100-something songs. They had Tiffany Fox over there. I recorded her a lot. She had a girl group. It was her and a couple of sisters. June 5th. I recorded them a lot. Trying to think. I done recorded a lot of people over the years. Like I can't even like I could to name a few, like Rick Ross, Lil Boosie. I said Future already. I used to record him a lot. Trey Songz. Man, I'm drawing a blank. There's been so many. Recently, I just recorded the Isley Brothers, Ronald and Ernie. Let's see. The Migos, just did a record with them. Solo Lucci, new guy that's out. That's with RCA. Just did a record with him. There's been a lot of people. I can't even think about everybody right now. But I've been recording people for a while. That's mainly what I do now. Like I'm mainly an engineer. I love to produce. I still produce as much as I can, but I mainly record and mix. It's kind of like my main job. Yeah, it's definitely been a big change. A lot of people now, you can kind of tell just because of the content that they're creating that they're just trying to get a quick check. That's what, in my opinion, that's what I think it is. I think they're just trying to get a quick check. There's still some genuine people, and when you meet them, you know right off the bat. That's what I mean. And truth kind of clicks so easily. You can tell when you first meet genuine people, that they're really genuine. So that's the biggest change that I've seen. It's so many. The industry is saturated with a lot of people that's just trying to make a quick buck, and they're not really in love with the process of making music and giving people that feeling that that they get when they hear new music. And that's a big change for me. Like some of it is, I think, is okay because there's a lot of bad kids, especially in St. Louis, and it gives them something to do. So that, I mean, it's always an upside to it like that, but the industry definitely needs more people, again, that, love making music and love bringing a message out, you know what I'm saying? Shout out people like J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar and artists like that are keeping that authentic feel alive, Definitely, yeah, it's definitely the industry because the industry heads, they control who gets that limelight, so it's easier to control people if you give them, mediocrity. It's easier, if you give them things that don't make them think, it's easier to control them. So I think that has something to do with it too. They're not gonna let a lot of Kendricks and J. Cole's into the industry because they don't want that type of influence to come out of hip hop music. They rather us, just be in the club popping bottles and, treating women bad and whatever else, they talk about in rap songs. They rather it be that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's definitely the industry. They are about the money. The industry is ran by a lot of people that don't really care about music. There are some people that are in the industry that do still care, and you can tell by the projects that they're behind that they put out. But it's definitely the industry though. Turn projects down all the time. I always turn projects down. I can't. I mean, it's based on a lot of things. There is sometimes like I have to, for me to take on a whole project, I can record a session with basically anybody. Just if you book a session with me and I'm available, I can do that. But in order for me to work on a whole project, I kind of gotta believe in what in what you're doing. I might not necessarily be a fan of the music, but I gotta believe that you believe. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta believe in that. That you really are saying what you telling the truth. I don't like. I just don't like fake anything. I like real, authentic stuff. So, but I turn down projects all the time. Like some people, I've turned down projects too from just like being around people that don't have the right energy. That like it's like I know you on something crazy. I can tell. Like I don't really even want to be in that atmosphere. You got to definitely protect your soul too. And being out in LA, I learned that not necessarily the hard way, but I just to say I learned that being in LA, cause it's some crazy things that go on out there.
So
It has to be the right energy. It has to make sense. Like I can't just work for money, cause this is like music is my life. Music is something that I do, regardless if I ever get rich off of it or not. I'm gonna always do music. So I have to, I have to believe you in some shape or form. Definitely, I'll first say educate yourself. You need to know the music business because people will try to get over on you. They'll try to take advantage of the fact that you're new and that you're hungry, and that you're just trying to, give what, whatever, somebody offer you. Definitely, do your homework, educate yourself about the industry, and just stay true to yourself for real. Don't try to follow a sound just because it's hot, because sounds change so much. Like if you hear something on the radio, then it's old. You need to be looking for something new to do. So like that's one thing I never do. I never follow trends. Like people always come to me like, yo, I need a Young Thug record, or I need this or that. And I'm like, I can give you a beat that's dope. It might not sound like Young Thug, but I don't, what I'm saying? Like I don't really do that. Like I don't chase trends because they change so much. We can put out a record tomorrow. Me and Truth can do a record tonight, and it'll change sound. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. So you gotta just stay true to you. You gotta stay true to yourself. Believe in your sound, because one day if you're making enough music and you're serious enough, you can be the change of the sound. You can be the face of the new sound. Shout out Will T.Cee. He just walked in the building. One of my favorite producers. I only work with people I'm inspired and motivated by. That's another thing too. That's another thing I say to upcoming producers. Work with people that inspire and motivate you. And that's who I like to keep around me at all times. Man, I don't know. Like I'm pretty much an open book. If you know me, you know who I am. I just all I can say is don't come at me sideways. I'm never
It's
take
the rebel thing.
right, yeah. I'm what I'm saying, I'm a nice person, but don't take that lightly. That's one thing. But like I'm always I say on a positive note, though, I'm always an open ear. Like I'm always willing to listen. I'm never I never I never have a closed ear to anyone that's trying to better themselves and to try to get knowledge on this industry, because I know how hard it is to find genuine people. So I'm always an ear for anyone that's that's taking it serious.
Was there any genre?
I've been doing. I haven't really did like a lot of country. I worked a little bit in country music. Shout out to Mike Villo, my homie in Atlanta. He kind of put me on to just to some different stuff. Like I said, I work with people that inspire and motivate me. So he put me on to some different stuff. So I got to work with a couple country artists with him. But I think that's kind of where I'm trying to go, just trying to go bigger, and different than what I'm used to. So I think that's kind of what I'm try to get to next.
Yeah, rumor has it that you worked on a gospel CD.
I did, definitely did.
That was nominated for a Stellar Award.
Shalom, yep, Shalom. The gospel project with Shalom, that was an amazing experience. Yeah, it got nominated for a Stellar Award. It was on Billboard. We're supposed to be actually doing another gospel project with the choir, with the kids choir. I'm sorry. That's gonna be pretty awesome. I can't wait to start that. Yeah, that was a great experience though. That was something that I've worked with gospel before, but not to that magnitude. That was like working on a whole nother level. And like I'm a spiritual person, but I'm not really a religious person. And working on that project like really like touched me. Like there was times where like I had to get up and like look and like and you know what I'm saying, be like, oh my God, like like I feel like they was singing. There's a difference between singing and singing. They was singing. Yeah, so yeah, definitely shout out Shalom. That was an awesome experience. I can't wait for the next one.
That brother right there.
What up, Will T.Cee?
Will T.Cee.
Getting it done, man. Getting it done.
Brother, we heard you getting it done, and yeah, we looking forward to seeing you doing some more things around here.
Stay tuned. I'm ready. I'm coming with it.
You're gonna hear a lot of things from him. Shout out to my Uncle Cecil for holding me down. He been believing in me since day one.
Yeah, what we gonna do, nephew? Get you out there.
Yeah, he gonna get the first round of one of the first round of Ferraris.
Ooh, woo.
Hey. Insurance gonna be high.
We're gonna take care of that too. That's all right. It's all good. You ain't gotta worry about that. I ain't gonna stick you with the insurance. Look, I'll pay your car note, but you gotta pay your liability. At least get liability.
I get liability for sure. I get liability.
We gonna take care of all that.
Man,
Cool. Well, listen. Where you from, True? Where you from?
Born and raised in St. Louis, Missouri. Born and raised. Indeed.
Okay. And tell everybody what is the truth?
What is the truth? I am. I am the truth, and I do it. So truth do it. You know what I mean? So most thing you'll get from me is truth, authentic rap. I'm more so at heart a lyricist. I paint a vivid picture and penetrate the heart with these lyrics. So that's basically what it is. Just give them something different, a message. That's what it is.
Give me something.
I'm like the cement to this industry. Concrete. Started from the bottom. Now they hate me. That's ground beef. I eat rappers raw. Dog y'all. Lunch meat. Regurgitate your weak stomach. Reflux genes. Compare the rap game to a sore throat. Your whack rounds inflate lymph nodes. And I'm like the honey, the old hot tea. One dose of me, I'll deflate those. You rats rap about big backs. Allow that to define you. But them butt shots won't have you back when these foul cats defile you. I'm the cure to this virus and this rap game. I am legend. I force your eyes to see me. I am Irish. You're infected. I'm like a shot of heroin. I'm lethal. Flooding veins. Flow insane. Once I'm in your mind, I rupture vessels. Bang. I woke up like this. Okay. Well, how the hell did you fall asleep? You slut buckets ain't natural Brazilian. All plastic look hideous. Barbie and Ken. Y'all play, but I spit bars for a living and they go nuts. Yeah, that's my payday. I get pay. That's about it. That's
Stop right there, stop.
True do it.
That's enough.
All right.
True do it.
So now y'all met my niece.
Yeah.
This is my niece right here.
Yes,
She in the
Lisa.
family niece right there.
You know it.
I got you too. Let's go.
St. Louis, Missouri. Will T.Cee. That's where I'm from. And I was born and raised here. Right now, I'm currently living in Dallas, Texas, but I always come back, and whenever I come back, I do work.
Music is your love.
Music, passion, love. It's all I ever wanted to do. I wanted to rap first, but I figured that the production side was my way to go. So I got in the piano, and that's how I got my start. And that was my freshman year, and I've been making beats ever since.
He's a bad man too. He's a bad man.
Hey, I'm coming, man. I'm coming. I want that Grammy. That's all I'm gonna say. I want that Grammy. I want that Grammy.
So on this first edition, you met two of my nephews. Will T.Cee, Monroe Jr, and niece Truth. Boy, this is gonna be it. And this is how my family album starts off. This is how it is.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I just got done doing something for her, and I just been at it. Right now, it's just something solid. It's simple right now, but once we get it done, it's gonna be crazy. Let me play it for you.
I see that hate from a distance, I don't wear binoculars. I move in silence and carry something that'll silence you. I'm on higher grounds, I'm soprano. All sitting low, call y'all alto. Bunch of baritones, I watch from the glass, tell them what's the throne. Pick the milestone, there is no competition. You are a peasant, I guess that's why you can't stand in my presence. But y'all don't want no problems, I promise my scholars. Show cowards to stairway to heaven. They will, those chicks won't admit that I got the touch. They feel threatened, I burn them all on the way, that's about 11. I keep my ones around and no counterfeits. That's a blessing, we moving on, no way to jump.
Look, I want to show you the rest, but it ain't out yet. We just gonna give you something. That's it. But just know when it comes, it's on its way. We on it. We all gonna get that Grammy for real.
Definitely.
T.Cee right there.
I need that. Whenever you hear I need that, that's me. T.Cee music, I need that. That's me.
Oh yeah, it's serious, so serious, it's serious. Oh yeah, it's serious, so serious, it's serious. Oh yeah, just for the folks that jump in the club, really don't care who they bump in the club, but not tonight, you get stumped in this club. My homeboy a dump in this club. Oh yeah, just for the folks that jump in the club, really don't care who they bump.
Close to the ground, without 15 O's, and still close to a pound. Make sure the foe before that go. I'm sharp as a knife, ain't nothing nice. I rock ice that's worth more than your life. Because y'all know that it's trouble with y'all. Been locking it up, drunk, passed out. Real G's gon' give it up. Holla at your boy. We gon' mob and pull some pros, smoke some trees up in the back. Hit the floor and throw the bone. Rat back them, then max slap them, they head throttle. We dog walk them, then slap them up with the mold bottle. We drop kick them, then 4-5 them, lay them out. I'm with the all-stars, let the medic bring them out.
Picture a liquor, playing a drunk punching sticker. Knuckles full of stag with a bag of nickels in my palm. Just bouncing, hope to catch a homie over the air. Elbow, knock the rose man over the head. Yeah, this for the folks that jump in the club. Really don't care who they bump in the club. But not tonight, you get stumped in this club. My homeboy a dump in this club. You better comment with that clown. The pound of spit for all that dunking, jumping around. I came to promote by a few rounds. Quick round, click, just might fire a contract. Backwards to worry, unpackage the ice. Put you in the finger five until you start to lose sight. Until your heart don't move right. Body parts get male palsy. That'll teach you to get tight draws again.
Don't make me grown man, grab me by the neck and right jab me. Dead to the homie DA, so we can pull your card all in front of your lows. Whoever stuntin', I smoke to top it off. Leave with something to post.
We gon' go get on some. In the club. We gon' go politic on some figures. In the club. We gon' go get on some foes. In the club. This for the folks that jump in the club. Really don't care who they bump in the club. But not tonight, you get stumped in this club. My homeboy a dump in this club. Sippin' on the shot, hypnotic, keep this body, your body. Now I ain't trippin' on no beef, cause I bring that cook about it. People all them hating, but I keep it G about it. When we get outside, trust me, we gon' have to worry about it. I will punch him in the back of his neck. He hit the floor, and my feet made a beat on his chest. He screamed, and I'm steady stumping with no regret. He said, what's that a nice ice piece on his chest? You throwing bows, you work, I got them hot licks. I can't like no fighting, I'm with that block click. I came to club a thug, you on that hype next. You throw that blow for sure, you catch my hate stinks and I can smell the stench. Some haters will take a mile if you give him an inch. But I can see it in his eyes, I can keep getting shady. I'm a lullaby's lady, rock-a-bye baby. This for the folks that jump in the club. Really don't care who they bump in the club. But not tonight, you get stumped in this club. that jump in the club.